So here is RGC Regencell Bioscience. This finishes at $46.33 today. That is up 202.81%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Here is SPRT Support.com. This finishes at $13.96 today. That is up 19.62%. This thing has been on a crazy run. Seems like it's been low-key short squeezing all the way back since $4, and now today it hit $15. Honestly, it's getting a little bit overheated. Chart looks pretty bearish, but it appears like the run is not done just yet. Who knows? Might still have a little bit more juice left in the tank here. Finishes up 20% today. Very nice day. So right now this is sitting on the support of $14, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be the all-time high, $15.05, which it hit today. And if it breaks that, then it's on to uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself what the stock is worth. Now, if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $13.40, $12.60, $11.60, $11.10, $10.40, $9.80, $9.40, $9, $8.50, $8, $7.10, $6.20, and then $5.50. And there's a bunch of support below $5.50, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, $14, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect a significant amount of price action either way this goes. However, if/when this goes back to $5.50, the channels start to narrow, so I expect the price action to slow down significantly if/when this hits $5.50. RSI is currently at 82. So that is pretty overbought and overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 51 million in volume today. Very big volume day. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. This already ran up so much, all the way from 14. Still could have some room to go. But, this can't last forever. And if you were to take a position here going long, you would be FOMOing in to the relative top. This could possibly keep running. However, at some point, it's going to come crashing down. Better safe than sorry. You don't want to be holding the bag here. So if you want to go long at this current price, I don't think it's a great entry. I would hold off to at least $8 if you want to go long. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, but it seems like a pretty good play at the moment. For the same reasons I just mentioned, we got high RSI, high volume. This is at a relative all-time high, so a lot of bearish indicators here. This chart, the TA is screaming to either sell this or short this. The only reason why it keeps pumping is probably because it's been trending on social media, and the apes really, really like this at the moment. But it's not going to last forever. So if you were to take a position here, going short, you would be catching this at the top, the relative top. There's a lot of downside potential, a lot of tendies to be made. I support going short. Seems like a pretty good play here. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Consider taking profits, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SPRT Support.com. So here is SAVA Cassava Sciences. This finishes at $80.86 today. That is down 31.38%. So we had some news on this, so let's take a look at that. So actually, we got good and bad news. So let's start with the good news. So the company received FDA approval for its phase 3 study for Alzheimer's. And they were also granted a patent titled Co-Crystals of Naloxone and Naltrexone. I think that's how you say it. I'm not really sure. So that was good news. Now we have some allegations here. So someone, don't know who, is accusing Cassava Sciences of false and misleading data. And Cassava issued a response. They say that the claims made regarding scientific integrity are false and misleading. So we got a quote here. As a science company, we champion facts that can be evaluated and verified. This helps people make informed choices. It is important for stakeholders to separate fact from fiction, which is why we wish to address allegations head on. So yeah, had some pretty good PR, but the market doesn't seem to care. There is more fear in the market. Everyone is really scared after this hit piece came out, and the market is panic selling. So yeah, finishes down over 31% today. So we do have a gap down at around 116. So that is a bullish indicator that is telling us that this is likely to come back up to 116 eventually to fill that gap. Might be in the short term, who knows. This other gap got filled pretty quickly at 98. That got filled in a couple days. So maybe this one will come back pretty fast too, hopefully. So we got a gap up at 23.20, which was way back in February. So that is a bearish indicator that is telling us that this is likely to go back to 23.20 to fill that gap eventually. And honestly, maybe it won't, but still have to mention that RSI is currently at 41. So that is below average, and this did 29 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long right now, not financial advice, that could be a good play, but this may have more room to run to the downside. So I wouldn't go long just yet. I would hold off, see how the price action goes the next couple of days. I think it's safer to wait a little bit and see where this bottoms out and then take a position. So I support going long, just not at this current price. Wait a little bit, you should be able to get a much better price. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. You missed your opportunity to go short, really. It gapped down today. So the time to go short would have been at 120. Here at 81, there probably is still more room to go to the downside. So you can probably make some money, but it's a little too risky. You never know. This stock is very volatile, trades on momentum. So this very well could run back up to 120 very fast. So I don't think the risk is worth the reward there. You don't want to get squeezed out. So if it comes back to 120, I would say sure, you can go short then. But at this current price, 81, this is not a great entry for a short play. Long and short, at this current price, 81, this is not a good entry either way. So personally, I think the best play is to stay away from this altogether. Watch how the price action goes and reevaluate the situation. Right now, it's just a little bit too risky to take any position. So, sorry to everyone who lost money in this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is SAVA Cassava Sciences. So here is TKAT Takung Art. This finishes at $11.01 today. That is up 56.39%. So this is a crypto / NFT Chinese stock here. So not really sure what caused this pump today, but probably some of it has to do with the fact that NFTs are hot right now, crypto is pretty hot right now, and the Chinese tech stocks are recovering at the moment, it seems like. So this stock has a lot of momentum behind it right now. So that's probably why this pumped up so much today. So we do have a possible cup and handle here. Top of the cup appears to be $20. Bottom of the cup appears to be around $4.40. So no guarantees the cup will complete, but this does appear like a cup and handle in the making at this very moment. So if it is, that's a bullish indicator. That means this should come back to at least 20. RSI is currently at 66, so that is above average, but not quite overbought and overvalued, but quickly approaching that, so be careful, guys. And this did 76.5 million in volume today. Huge volume day. Second biggest volume day ever after yesterday. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long right now, not financial advice, I personally wouldn't do it, but it could be a good play. As I just mentioned, this looks like a cup and handle in the making, so this could go back to 20. However, I just think that this current price, $11, is not the greatest entry. This is pretty far from the bottom. So maybe there is money to be made, but I just really don't like this entry. Pretty risky, because if you're wrong, you can end up holding the bag. I think you missed your opportunity to go long. I wouldn't advocate going long here. I would hold off for a better price, but if you really must, it's not the worst play in the world. Could pay off. But personally, I wouldn't do it. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. Really for the same reasons, for not going long. Currently at this price, $11, this is like right in the middle. This is tough here. Not a great entry for going short. So if you go short here and it goes to 20, you're going to be in big trouble. So I don't think the risk is worth the reward here. However, I would say if this does go to 20, then that would be a good time to open a short position. But at this current price, $11, this just really isn't a good price to enter. So if it goes back to 20, then yeah, then I would say go short. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Consider taking profits. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is TKAT Takung Art. So here is RGC Regencell Bioscience. This finishes at $46.33 today. That is up 202.81%. So I covered this one last week when it went above 25, and that appeared to be a squeeze. But it looks like I was wrong. It looks like that was not the squeeze. This looks like the squeeze. So from 6 to 27, that was pretty absurd. But now it hit 59 today. And this actually halted, I think, 5 times today. 5 times to the upside. So a lot of buying pressure. This was a huge stock today. Huge runner. So we do have a gap up at $17. So that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that this is likely to come back down to $17 eventually to fill that gap. Can't say how long it's going to take, but maybe in the short term. This went up really fast, so it can go back down just as fast. But yeah, huge gap up, all the way from 17 bucks. RSI is currently at 84, so this is overbought and overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 21.5 million in volume today. Very significant volume, biggest volume day ever for the stock in its short life. So this pump/squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long here, not financial advice, I would not do that. I would not recommend that. That would be pretty ambitious. This hit 59 today, up 200%. Very bearish indicators, gap up, high RSI, high volume. So just looking at the chart, this looks like a very, very bearish graph. The graph is pretty much screaming sell or short. This possibly could keep running to the upside, but I would say it's pretty unlikely. So I think if you were to go long here, you'd be FOMOing in. You're probably going to end up holding a huge bag. So not a great entry. I would not do that. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a really good play. For the reasons I just mentioned, a lot of bearish indicators, 200% today, high RSI, high volume, gap up, very bearish looking chart here. This probably will come back to around 17. Yeah, like I said, this chart pretty much is screaming sell or short. So opening a short play here seems like an excellent play. However, I will say that maybe the squeeze is not done yet. Maybe this will keep on running. Highly unlikely, but possible. So if it does, and this goes past 60, you could be in pretty big trouble. Still risk involved here, but pretty unlikely that happens. But just be aware of that. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Consider taking profits. Not financial advice, but this was a huge day. Probably coming down. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is RGC Regencell Bioscience. Okay, here is ADTX Aditx. This finishes at $3.04 today. That is up 53.54%. So there was news on this. So let's take a look at that first. Okay, so this happened pre-market. It says the company signs letter of intent for exclusive rights to negotiate the acquisition of a biopharmaceutical company commercializing and distributing antiviral oral therapy for the C19. So not sure which company that is yet, but apparently they're going to acquire a company that specializes in the C19. So that was very positive PR, very positive news, and that in turn caused the stock to squeeze today. At one point, this hit $4. Pretty significant pullback all the way back to $3, but still a huge day for the stock, up 53.5%. So we have a gap up at $2. So that is a bearish indicator that is telling us that this is likely to come back down to $2 eventually to fill that gap. And that will probably be in the short term. RSI is currently at 73, so that is overbought and overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 160 million in volume today. Very significant volume day. Biggest volume day ever for this stock. So this pump/squeeze today was confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long right now, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I don't recommend that. It appears that you already missed your chance. Got a lot of bearish indicators here. High RSI, high volume, gap up. It looks like the run is already over. Maybe not, but pretty unlikely this keeps on running. So if you were to go long here, this is really not a good entry price. And we got a lot of bearish indicators, so you're probably going to end up holding the bag. I would say, though, if it comes back down to 2, then I can get behind going long. But yeah, currently at this price, $3, not a great price to enter. So I would support going long if this comes back to $2. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, seems like a pretty good play. As I just mentioned, a lot of bearish indicators, high RSI, high volume, gap up. So this should come back down to $2 in the short term. That's about 30% of value that you can get here going short. So a lot of tendies to be made. Very bearish looking chart and a good shorting opportunity. So congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Consider taking profits, not financial advice. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is ADTX Aditx Inc. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.